So my name is Salome Munyaka. It's not Salami, it's not Shalom, it's not Sali, and you can't just decide to give me a nickname just because you don't know how to say my name. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've put it up with it for about 5 years now, and I've had enough of it. Because I do learn how to say people's names. I know how to say Mark, Evan, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Claridet. I've learned how to say it right. I don't say Peter the way I say it when I grew up in Kenya. I say Peter. I've learned how to say it right. So it's important for people to learn how to say the name right. So an immigrant's battle starts by how people say your name and the fear of letting people know that they didn't say it right. So for the longest time, I started letting people know, my name is Salome, but you can call me Sally. That was my tradition every single time. What people do not understand is when you're an immigrant, you've moved over to a new place, your struggle diversifies. There's a lot that you have to go through just to fit in. Now, when I moved from Kenya and I came here, I was super excited. That was 5 years ago. I was like, I came to the land of opportunities and everything. Money grows on trees. Oh my God, this is where I need to be. I cannot wait to make that dollar. Oh yes, this is it. And then I had to learn the hardest lesson, that I had to give a geography lesson to people. Because the first thing when I said I'm from Kenya, people got so excited, and the first thing they would say is, oh my God, I have a friend in South Africa. He owns this ranch. Have you ever heard of him? His name is Makachi Kamali. I'm like, well, sadly, that's a 4-hour flight and 2,000 miles drive from where I'm actually from. So no, I do not know your friend. People do not understand that Africa is a huge continent. I don't even know every country, never visited all of them. I think I've been into 3. I speak, 3 languages? My country has 42 languages on its own. One of the countries I heard the other day, Nigeria, has over 97 dialects. I don't even know where to begin with them. So it is a diverse place. We are not all the same. We are very, very different. People, cultures, food, everything nice, like the Powerpuff Girls would say. So, what I wanted this talk to be about is to learn that as much as we are different, we do have same similarities in so many different ways. For example, we do have cars, so I did know how to drive when I moved here. We do. Many. We do have Ferraris. Some people actually do own them. Our president has one. Not everybody, but our president does. So I have seen one before. But we also have similar problems like poverty, homelessness. Those are similar things that we also have to go through. They may be bigger in our eyes where I'm from than it is here. It is easier to forget when you live here that people are lacking in things than when you are back in Kenya. But we are very different. We do have electricity too. That was something someone asked me. Like we do. I grew up with power. I grew up with electricity. I grew up driving. I went to a private school. I learned English from kindergarten. I didn't learn when I moved to America. I speak English because I learned it from where I'm from. So we are very different. But there are people who don't speak English from Africa. They speak Spanish. They speak French because Africa is dependent on who colonized you. Your colonizer determines what you speak. And that's why I speak English, because the British won. So before I leave you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take time to learn that immigrant who lives across the hall from you, or that new immigrant who just graduated and joined your office and is a new intern. Get to know their culture. Their food is probably really, really amazing, I can tell you that. And if not for anything, then for one thing, do it to know somebody else. And please, learn their name. Thank you.